This is an airline I've been dying to fly for so long, but they never fit into my schedule until now. Does Italy's flashy new national airline live up to what some people say? Are they one of Europe's best airlines? Come along to try them with me, Dan, a Swedish-American full-time airline reviewer, points consultant, and part-time bubble tea drinking, brutally honest aviation nerd to the core. Every month for the rest of the year, I'm aiming to review one of Europe's supposed best airlines. This will be a recurring series, and hopefully by the end of the year, we'll have a definitive conclusion. So let's start. ITA Airways, here I come. Today is a very exciting day. You guys are rolling away on my bag now, but we are trying the brand new flag carrier. Well, not really brand new anymore, but the flag carrier of Italy on their flagship Airbus A330-900neo on a 7-hour flight from Rome to Delhi. I just arrived from London on British Airways, so it was a non-Schengen flight, and got off the plane, was let straight into the gate area. So that might be the easiest non-Schengen transfer I've had in a long time. So smooth. And I realized a very good and dangerous thing about transiting through Italy that you're about to see. Now I have to give huge props to ITA Airways because they made it very easy to check in online. So I already had my boarding pass, meaning that I can stay here airside. I don't need to go out to check in. And the fact they allow online check-in so easily on a flight to India, which is quite strict with visas, is really, really great. Now this is the part that is dangerous. Oh my God. Yeah, the biggest reason to fly ITA is not the airline itself, it's Italy. Being able to buy incredible olive oils, vinegars, olives at the airport, I mean, this is like my biggest dream. So let's check out the lounge, if I can find it. Okay, just one problem. I'm finding it a little difficult to find the lounge because there's no signs anywhere. And I imagine there has to be a lounge in the non-Schengen area, right? Okay, found it by gate E11 and 12. Now, is it just me, or does this lounge feel distinctly united? It's the gray on gray on gray. But you know what doesn't feel united? The food selection. There's a full spread of various Italian foods. Hope you can eat gluten because otherwise this is dangerous territory. But wait, there's an even cooler spot, the cooking station. I don't think you're technically supposed to order here, but it doesn't hurt to check if they can make something custom, right? Okay, I just ordered a custom pizza without cheese, so now it's getting exciting. 5 minutes later, this is delivered to my table. If you've ever had pizza in Italy, you know that something this simple can taste divine, and today it sure does. Just shortly before our scheduled boarding time, I head to the gate hoping to get on board, but that doesn't quite go as planned. Oops, okay, turns out I need my visa printed, so back to the lounge we go.
12 seconds later.
Okay, the lounge doesn't have any printing facilities, so I need to go to the information desk. All right. 10 minutes later, visa in hand, it's time to board. So my favorite airline liveries have always been Etihad and Air New Zealand's black livery. But I have to say, I think ITA Airways is also one of my top 3. It is just, wow. By the way, I'm one of the last to board now, so I'm gonna try to get as good cabin shots as I can, but I'm just so excited. She's a beauty from the outside, we know that much, but it's the inside that counts, right? How is this bird configured? There are 3 cabins: economy class, premium economy, and business. Business is in a 1-2-1 configuration with 7 rows in the middle and 8 rows along the windows. You want to choose the even numbered window seats here if possible, since they have more privacy and are further from the aisles. There are 3 lavatories, of which 2 are shared with premium economy for a ratio of 1 lavatory for 18 passengers. As I get on board, the crew greets me at the door about as enthusiastically as I greet my tax bill. But don't worry, I turn left and go, wow, what a stunning cabin. ITA has removed the center overhead bins, which makes a huge difference in how the cabin feels. Don't get me wrong, it's still an A330, which is definitely inferior to an A350, but this is as good as an A330 gets. The seats are not only massive and sturdy, but the seat walls are so high that you have complete privacy when sitting down. As I like it, you cannot see anyone else from your seat. Shortly after settling in, I'm offered a choice between sparkling wine, water, or orange juice. The orange juice tastes like it should be illegal in a country that actually grows its own oranges. Shortly after that, hot towels are passed around. Next, the amenity kit and this fun spa product kit, more on those soon. By far the most impressive thing about ITA is the hard product. This seat is fantastic. It has a 60-watt USB-C port in addition to USB-A, and you've got another power port back here under this beautiful lamp. The seat finishes feel incredibly luxurious, so it's a shame the upcoming soft product doesn't match that at all. Right on schedule, we push back. I love the roar of the A330 Neo Rolls-Royce engines. So an Italian carrier should be all about food, right? Well, the menu does look nice. Also, the wine list consists of 5 different options, but no champagne, which is interesting. Are you ready for mealtime? Are you sure? Okay, let's check it out. I start the meal with a very uncharacteristic Aperol Spritz for a grandpa like me and some heated nuts. Is it bad that this is the highlight of the entire meal for me? When my appetizer is brought out, I can't believe it. I'd expect this on Uzbekistan Airways, but on an Italian airline? No. Realizing my special meal is going to be awful, I ask the crew if I can have the first course pasta from the menu to check out the regular options. When it's time for my main course, that means I get 2 pasta dishes. It is crazy that this is the special meal. Where is the pasta sauce? What is the concept of this dish? Meanwhile, here is my other pasta dish, the 3 tomato pasta from the menu. It's literally exactly the same as my special meal pasta, but just with 10 times more sauce. Guess what? Even this is far from the best pasta I've had on a plane, and I don't fly Italian Airlines much. Turkish Airlines consistently makes far more interesting and tasty pasta, which is kinda sad for ITA in this case. For dessert, I have a salad from the menu and some fruit. During the whole meal, the crew has been about as engaging and exciting as my first videos when I started this channel as a 12-year-old. That's to say, not engaging or exciting in the least. So let's break down the positives and negatives so far. Positives are a great seat and Aperol Spritz. Negatives are food that makes Olive Garden seem gourmet and depressing smileless service. Let's see what else we can add to those lists. Hi guys, don't skip. This is not a sponsored segment. This video doesn't have a sponsor. And as you know, my videos are entirely self-funded, so I can be 100% honest about all my flight experiences. So videos that don't have sponsors are even more important to listen and support if you want to support unbiased, honest flight reviews. The number 1 most common question I get is, how is it possible for all this to be self-funded? Many people don't believe that it's self-funded, and I get it. I often don't believe that other people are self-funded sometimes either. And how do I do it? You know, I'm lucky to be a US citizen. I can sign up for US credit cards, but that is just not enough. I use millions of points a year. The trick that I've learned and been able to master over the past decade is the art of buying and then redeeming points. So I buy points in different award programs, in fact, 7 or 8 different award programs, and it covers over 70 different airlines, pretty much every aspirational product in the world by doing this. In 2023, one of my best creator friends, Carmen from Top Flight Family, said to me, Dan, I want to learn this. I'm sure so many other people want to learn this without spending hundreds and hundreds of hours researching and reading about how to buy and redeem points. And I thought, that's true. So I created Points Master, my Points Master program, where I teach you how to go from beginner to expert in buying and redeeming points. So far, over 200 of you guys have joined. I'm getting messages several days a week, which make me so happy from those people saying, Dan, I just booked my very first business class flight and I paid 40, 50, 60% of the retail price by using what I teach about buying and redeeming points. In April, we're going to be adding a whole new section, greatly expanding what Points Master already offers, and coinciding with that, our launch pricing will end. But the thing is, anyone who's joined Points Master before that, whether it was back in January or December, or right now, will get that new extension at this launch price. So if you've been thinking about checking out Points Master or the free starter guide, which offers a great insight into what Points Master is like, you can scan the QR code here or click the link at the top of the description. I'm confident you'll recoup the cost of Points Master in just one booking, let alone 5 or 10 bookings. So by joining Points Master, you're helping support me and Unbiased Reviews, but even more than that, you're helping support your future travels in much more comfort. So even if I'm here, you know, moaning a little bit about ITA Airways business class, I'm in a lie flat seat I paid $700 for on this route, so it's really not a big deal. I look forward to seeing many of you on Points Master in the coming weeks and months, but hopefully by taking advantage of that launch price. Now let's get back to the video. A potential huge positive is this spa amenity kit towel bag thingy. I have no idea what 5 out of 6 of these things are since it doesn't say in English, but I'm sure the shampoo will really come in handy on this flight. All jokes aside, this is a fun thing to receive just because it's so unusual. The amenity kit is also fun since it contains a face mask. Italy meets Korea, anyone? I'm a little confused about ITA's branding with all this, but I'm here for the randomness. When it comes to connectivity, ITA offers free texting for 30 minutes, which is quite appealing when compared to their other Wi-Fi packages. Streaming at 600 kilobits per second with a data limit of 750 megabytes is very 2016 of them, considering this is a brand new plane. Luckily, you may not need to stream to your own device since the entertainment selection is above average, with the highlight being one of my favorite shows ever, Veep. You can connect your own Bluetooth headphones to the entertainment system as well, another killer feature of this already great hard product. You definitely don't need their provided headphones, but it's still good to have those as a backup. I head to the lavatory, which has no special touches for business class whatsoever. What a missed opportunity to do something nice here, since the A330 Neo lavatories are beautiful. But hey, they have a foot pedal for the trash can. I also tried to find some snacks in the galley, but there are none to be found. At this point I figure, okay, might as well go to sleep since I should be enjoying the seat. The bedding on ITA is decent, and I managed to pad the seat with an extra blanket for extra hygiene as a bonus. ITA chose not to install individual air vents, and even though the cabin isn't too hot and the bed is comfortable, I struggle to sleep and eventually just give up. This video just feels so depressing, I'm so sorry. The problem is I just flew Virgin Atlantic the day before this, and the soft product like food, service, and atmosphere could not be more different. Interesting little tidbit, the entire time we're flying over Iran, it seems like our landing lights are on. Is this some special security precaution or what? Pre-landing meal begins with me overhearing the crew describing the meal to an American passenger in front of me. What do you want to eat? What do you recommend? There's Indian and Italian. I recommend the Italian. Sure, what is it? It's pizza with cheese and olives. It's nice. Okay, what's the Indian? It's a plate of rice. Italians describing biryani be like... When she gets to me, she simply raises her eyebrows as a way of asking me if I want to eat too. Charming. The meal itself is an Italian take on some kind of Indian dish with extremely overcooked rice and this plate of veggies on the side. Listen, I'd rather have microwavable Indian food from the dollar store than eat this again. I'm so relieved as we land in Delhi, mainly because I'm exhausted and can't wait to sleep in a real bed. So, what do I think of ITA? First of all, I never thought I'd find an entire crew that make the TSA and US border control seem like charming individuals. You want to know the reason I found this all so depressing though? I've been really cheering for the future of European aviation since many airlines are improving, but this flight made me realize there is still far to go. On the majority of European airlines, you'll still get wildly inconsistent service, and I'm sure ITA has some lovely staff. It's a shame the catering is far from as good as it could be on an Italian airline, in my opinion, and it's just sad to leave feeling what was special about this flight besides the seat. Next month, we're trying KLM's latest and greatest, so stay tuned to see how that compares.